and it was no way that they was gonna allow Saquon to go off for 200 plus. All that shit was false.
Man, welcome back to the Down South Philly show. I'm your Down South Philly co-host Dom. This your other co-host DP. Man, we in the building. Matter of fact, we in the NFC Championship, man. What's going on?
Got a nice ring to it.
Man,
In the building. Tell them about the gun line, boss. What we got on the docket today?
Man, look, we just got a little recap about this the divisional round we just won against the LA Rams in Philly in the snow. Another snow game, man. That's what we got on the docket for today, man. We're gonna talk about how these Eagles flew to victory and made it to the NFC Championship. So with that being said, man, how did you feel going into the game, knowing it was gonna snow, knowing who we had to play, knowing how they was playing, and how did you feel like it was gonna go versus what you saw in the game?
Man, all I've been hearing all week leading up to this game is how the Rams was white hot. How the Rams ain't lost the game in such and such weeks. How playoff Stafford is so much different from regular season Stafford. And it's no way that Jalen Hurts was gonna be able to outplay Stafford in playoff conditions. And it was no way that they was gonna allow Saquon to go off for 200 plus. All that shit was false. But I had to endure that shit all week from the talking heads. I had to go up against these fans on TikTok. Everybody was just telling me how it wasn't gonna be that. But we get to the game. I'm confident in my team. I've been watching them all season long. Defense been playing lights out. Running game been phenomenal because we actually decided to feed the beast this season. Which I'm still continuing to be impressed with the fact that we are making a concerted effort to get Saquon the football, because we've never fed any running back as much as we've fed Saquon. And the results are there. We playing the style of defense. We playing the style of football that wins games. Run the ball, play good defense. Run the ball, play good defense. And we ain't turning the ball over while turning the ball over on the defensive side of the ball. So with all that combined, the game played out pretty much how I expected it to. Saquon got off. We didn't really get to connect how we should have between AJ and Hurts. A couple drop passes there. I think Smitty had a drop pass, but he got blasted. So I ain't going too much, dock him for that. Plus, it was cold and the ball was wet out there. We actually dropped about 4 picks. So this actually could have been a blowout. Jalen Carter, man. Jalen Carter was huge. 2 sacks, forced fumble in there. Nolan coming through with another playoff sack, strip sack fumble. We talked about it last week. I thought that Kyron Williams was gonna put it on the carpet, and that's what he did. That boy gonna need to hit the weight room this offseason and work on the fumbleitis. Man, Mitch went down, but we had confidence. We always had confidence in Isaiah Rodgers to be able to hold it down. He got mossed a couple times, but it wasn't that he was out of position. It just a better play made on the offensive side of the ball. So all in all, I like the way we responded, even though it was a little nerve wracking at the end, um, with the play calls and deciding to throw the ball when we were supposed to be icing the game. We could have just kept it on the ground, and not even giving um, Stafford a chance to go down and possibly win the game. It literally came down to the same situation to how we lost against Atlanta. The only difference is defense. It's a different defense than we had in week 2. Um, championship defense. They saved our bacon. It was a good all around game though. I don't really have no complaints, especially in those conditions. It was just sloppy football. And what do good teams do? Good teams find a way to win. So damn what they say in the media. We know what we got in this team. And I'm proud of them boys for stepping up. And now we exactly what we expected to be, an NFC championship.
Yep, it's exactly what we expected to be, goddamn.
Hmm.
And just from my just to speak on my side of it, just to reiterate, probably like a lot of stuff you just said, but going into the game, um, I was hoping that I knew the snow would affect their offense, but I was like, dang, I hope it don't affect our pass rush, and I hope it don't affect the DBs as far as like when you got a receiver in front of you, you know where they go, they know where they going. So if they about to cut and they cut on you too quick, DBs gonna fall down. Now we did have that happen a few times, but it was just like either Stafford got sacked or he didn't have time to see the wide receiver. Something just happened, so it didn't really end up biting us. But I did see that happen a few times. But that was probably like one of my only concerns for the snow. I figured our offense would probably take care of the ball, so I wasn't too worried about that. It's always a challenge, but for the most part, I figured we would take care of the ball. Um, but you know, going into the game, I was like, they probably gonna try to take away Saquon. Now, can they take away him or not? That's to be seen. But I was like, the pass game probably gonna need to get going. 9 times out of 10, or when we really need it, Hurts gonna, make them throws. But from what I've seen from the game, man, let me say this before I get into the Eagles. Before I get into like the Eagles, man, I ain't even gonna lie. Jared Verse was goddamn wrecking the game.
Ooh,
The game, bro.
he
I
gonna be
was
a monster in
God
this
damn,
league.
this boy. Hey, I was like, this boy good.
He
God
gonna be
dog,
a monster in this league. Him and
man,
Fist,
what?
but Fist got hurt though.
I was, bruh. I don't like when people get hurt, but if you just gone for the rest of the game, you handle your
Yeah,
family good.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
hey,
be
look,
sad about it.
this all that. He ain't had no, it wasn't no major injury. He was over there riding the bike. I was like, oh, he good. Just don't let him come back.
Right.
But Verse, oh my God. Oh, dude was ready. Every time I turned around, he was on the damn play. I was like, God, what is y'all doing?
Even on the
And
big run, who was right
yeah,
on Saquon tail.
yeah. He trying to run Saquon down. Saquon playing with him. I'm like, bro, Saquon, you don't run your ass in this damn end zone. Playing, looking back, and bro, stop, stop. We're gonna go to the end zone. What are you doing? But anyway, but nah, for real. Like I was watching the game, I was like, damn, boy, they gonna let Verse down wreck the whole game. But yeah, he was out there making some plays, man. And that was not necessarily. I can't say I necessarily had Verse in mind, but just the Rams defensive line in general going into the game. So we played Green Bay the week before. So one thing I noticed about that Green Bay game, and I forgot to mention it on the recap, but I think I already mentioned it on one of the other streams that we did. But one thing I noticed in the Green Bay game was like the offensive line wasn't having too much good communication. It was a lot of runs we messed up on. Saquon probably could have broke, but it was just like a lot of miscommunication, people missing blocks, linemen on the wrong page. So I'm like, damn. So and even in the pass game a little bit, they kind of was like giving us some stuff we wouldn't normally give up. And I was like, we can't really be doing it in this Rams game. So that was one of my concerns kind of going into the game. But I know like 9 times out of 10, when we had those type of games, Stop gonna clean that up, and the line in general gonna make sure they clean that up. And they knew it because I was watching some of the press conferences and stuff leading up into the game, and like I heard Mulata bring it up, and think it might have been Lane Johnson kind of bring up like they wasn't communicating well in that Green Bay game. So I knew they would, clean that up. And I think in the Rams game, I think as far as communication, I think they cleaned that up. But I just think like Verse was just doing his thing. But outside of that, man, on defense, let me say on our defense, man, when Quinyon went down, I was like, oh snap,
I'm scared as hell.
we
Bro.
need him. We need him. Now I like Isaiah Rodgers, but
I do
for
too.
one, I knew that was like one of the first time Isaiah Rodgers would be going in on that side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know how he would handle that. And I knew Quinyon, he probably would break up a little bit more passes and stuff like that. He might not get no interception, but just his ball skills, just like how he been playing throughout the season. Not that Isaiah Rodgers can't do a lot of that stuff, but when he hasn't consistently been playing like how Quinyon been playing. He just been getting in when his number is called. So when you in and out of the game like that, we don't really know what we're gonna get from you. But one thing I do know about Isaiah Rodgers is he's a big time like playmaker. He's always around the ball. He always and then when he got the ball in his hand, he's dynamic. So I did. It just seemed like every time he go into the game, he might give up some, but he gonna make some shake too. So I knew he just got that big playability at any time. He could just make something happen. I don't know what it is, but he's like a ball magnet down there. Like he gonna do something around that ball. So that's how I kind of felt about Isaiah Rodgers. Now, when he did get in, he gave up a couple passes. He could have had an interception. I think the reason why he didn't really get the interception was he kind of was like out leveraged a little bit. He going back, his arm not really all the way on the ball, and the position that the receiver had, he had a better position to use his strength and his body more to get the ball than Isaiah, because he falling back and he already don't got his hands fully on the ball. Now, had Isaiah Rodgers being probably maybe even a yard more up the field, he could have jumped a little bit higher and got more hands on the ball. The receiver wouldn't have been able to get it away from him like that. So I think he just kind of was like out leveraged right there.
And
like,
it could have been like you said. It could have been like you said, where he just not used to playing on that side. So that could have had something to do with it too.
And I think he just, unless you just got strong ass hands, like he probably wasn't in a position to really like get the ball from the receiver right there. Maybe he probably could have just smacked it down versus trying to get the interceptions. Because even on the play so at the beginning of the game, Stafford almost threw a pick to Slade. And I was watching Slade recap on the game, and he was saying the reason why he couldn't really pick it was he said at first he was about to knock it down, and then he realized like he could intercept it, and he tried to hurry up and intercept it, but it was already kind of like too late. So sometimes DBs be in a position where they trying to figure out, should I knock this down or can I intercept it? So you got to kind of take that into account too. But outside of that, I think Isaiah Rodgers played a good game. He got he scooped up the fumble, almost took that to the crib. That was crazy. He hit a crazy ass spin. Like I'm watching the game, I'm like, oh, like when he hit the spin, I was like, oh shit.
I thought he was about to score.
Yeah, I thought he was going to the crib, and then big dude came out of nowhere. I was like, damn. Now had there been no snow on the field, he probably would have scored. Probably would have like Jip Buddy or something like that. But at that point, it kind of was like, bro, get out of bounds. Like, I think we ended up kicking a field goal right there.
Because we jumped off sides. We was going to sneak it. Because we got all the way to the inch line with Saquon, but Lane Johnson jumped, and that put us, at 4th and 6.
So I had missed that. So the only thing I saw was like the first play, because we wasn't even all the way to the 1 yet. I saw like the first play, Saquon took it to like the 1, and then the next play, I think we was about to do that. We didn't try to sneak it to like the 3rd down, right?
Yeah, that would have been that would have been 4th. That would have been 4th down when we snuck it.
Because I think we tried to run it again, and Saquon got stopped a little bit, like maybe like a yard behind at the line or a yard behind the line or something. And then I missed the next 2 plays. I can't remember what I was doing, but I missed the next 2 plays. And when I came back, we had 22 because I think we had 19. I came back, we had 22, and I was like, how did they end up kicking? And I never did really see what happened.
Lane Johnson had jumped on the sneak.
Yeah, so until you just told me, I didn't even know why we kicked the field goal. I just was like, well, whatever happened, we didn't score and we kicked the field goal. That's all I knew, and I never did look back into it because so much stuff happened else in the game. I had kind of threw that out my memory for a minute, so I didn't even go back and look. But I said all that to say Isaiah Rodgers did his thing. So he kind of like held it down. He made some clutch breakups in the game too. He could have. It was a couple of times when he broke on the ball and he could have picked some off. He just wasn't kind of there in time. The ball got that quick, and all he really was able to do was smack it down. But he had some
Coop
opportunity.
dropped another pick.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean dropped the pick. Man, that would have been a game.
That would have sealed it.
Yeah, that would have sealed it. So we get our hands on balls. We gotta catch them joints. So
this could have been a blowout, low key.
Yeah, we could have did them boys dirty. It was a couple of times we could have just put points on their head, but I mean, we got out of there. Now I hate when the games be close. And matter of fact, while this on my mind, let me say this. I thought we was going the Green Bay game, I figured it was gonna be close, but a little bit. Only reason why I thought it was gonna be close was Hurts was just coming back and he had been gone a while. So I was like, this game might be close. But I felt like had he had played the rest of the season, we probably would have blew Green Bay out. And then when going into the Rams game, outside of the snow, I felt like if it didn't snow, I was like, we'll blow them boys out. I just feel like the Rams can't fuck with us like that. But going into this Washington game, and we're gonna talk about the Washington game. But just to say this now for the Washington game, I ain't calling for no more fucking blowouts, man, because shit ain't happening. And damn sure, I'd be surprised if we blow Washington out. It's probably be another close game, and we'll probably win. But I ain't gonna call for a blowout. So I'm just go ahead and say that now. But anyway, back to the Eagles game. Man, big play Slay, man. Slay was in his bag, man. He was breaking up everything. Now, did he give up something at the end of the game? And this is what I be saying about fans that be mad about DBs giving up plays. Like, they can't stop everything. As good as Slay was playing that whole game, he gave up that one deep pass that got him down the field or whatever. He not gonna stop every damn thing.
Well, like, first of all, this is Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua,
exactly.
two of the best in the NFL.
Yeah, that's a good little duo right there. So for him to do what he had been doing all game, man, Slay was balling, man. He was on everything.
And he didn't have no business in that situation anyway, because offense put him in a bad situation with the bull jive passing that they end up calling on like second down that put us behind the 8 ball. Because if you remember, before the drive before that, we had a chance to ice the game. It was like 2 minutes left, and Kellen Moore gonna call a bootleg off to the left. And that's when Hurts gets sacked on second down. That pretty much, we lost so many yards. That pretty much guaranteed that we was gonna punt the ball back to him.
Yeah, I think I know what Kellen Moore was doing right there. I think the offensive line fucked that up. I don't really fault the play call. I think the offensive line fucked the block up.
Could be.
Because if you go, I know what you're talking about. Because I was looking at the and I kind of figured that we might do that. Oh, matter of fact, let me finish this. Let me try to keep that thought before I forget. But I kind of figured that we might do that. And then when I was looking at it, because I think I looked back at it maybe that same day or whatever. Because I was like, I understand the play call, but I think the line fucked that up. If they would have blocked, I don't know if anybody was open, but I think we would have been good right there. Because I felt like that was a good time to call that play, because if you one thing I really liked about this game, so when we started the game off, we was rolling Hurts out the pocket, hitting Goddard. I was like, this is exactly what I wanted.
I was loving it.
I was like, what the hell does Ben at? As soon as we did that, I was like, thank God. I was like, damn. And I wanted us to do that a little bit more often in the game. We didn't do it as much as I think we should have, but we did it enough, and it was working damn near every time. So I was like, look, rolling Hurts, especially with Saquon in the backfield. Like when you coming off a boot like that, you damn faking the ball to damn Saquon. Everybody going with him. If you got damn Dallas Goddard over here, whether he was on that side or he coming across the field, 9 times out of 10, he gonna be open because the defense gonna flow with Saquon.
Yep.
Especially the Rams, and especially the Rams, because they know what he did. And I think we should also do a little bit of that in the Washington game, because if the defense gonna be aggressive, they main thing gonna be, hey, stop Saquon, and we can use that against them. and
Easy
goddamn
money.
get them flowing one way. And then another thing that I feel like opened up the Rams game is that Hurts run. When Hurts ran for that long touchdown, that kind of like got them for the rest of the game, because now it's in their mind where, because we haven't been doing a lot of that. We've been doing a little bit of running Hurts, but it hasn't been quite as much like that.
Nah,
So the
put
fact
him
that he
over the
blow
head with
off
that one.
that long run for a touchdown, now it's gonna be in their mind. Damn, not only do we gotta stop Saquon, we gotta be sound on the back end in case Hurts keep it. So now that's messing the numbers up where like these guys who would have aggressively flowed to this side to stop Saquon, they stuck on the back end. So now this is gonna give Saquon some more one-on-one opportunities, or maybe just have open field to run on the play side. So I think that's another thing that really kind of got the Rams too. Once they let Hurts get that run, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be clutch for the rest of the game, because now it's gonna give Saquon more opportunities, and these guys gonna be stuck on the backside trying to worry about Hurts. A lot of what was happening when we played against, when we played the year we went to the Super Bowl. Because if you go back and look at them games, a lot of times, go back and look at that 49ers
I
game.
was
Fred
about to say
Warner,
that.
he ain't know where to go. He just sitting there waiting who got the ball. It's a lot of that stuff we haven't really been doing this season.
And that's the element that we was talking about was missing second time we played the Commanders.
Yeah, yes, for real. So if we just gotta, and then man, look, we'll get into it on the watching the video, but Hurts, man, he got dinged up. I was like, the only thing I'm thinking about, first off, we got to get through this game. Then I'm thinking about, damn, we got to play Washington. So one, hopefully my boy can go. Two, damn, is he gonna be mobile? Because if they find out he ain't gonna be mobile like that, they give them an advantage. Like, we just gotta worry about Saquon. He ain't taking us nowhere.
Right.
So we gotta establish early in the game. If Hurts can go, we gotta establish early in the game. He gonna keep some of these. So make them honest on the backside.
Even if it's just for 5 yards.
Yeah. Even if he ain't even, you know what I'm saying, taking off to the
we ain't
field.
asking for no 44-yarder, but if you can hit him over the head for 4 to 6 yards.
We just need something to keep him honest. But going back to this Rams game, like I said, I think that kind of affected the game. Once Hurts got that run, it was like, damn, we got to worry about him now too. And so, because I know they got in mind, like, stop Saquon. So the whole defense, you go back and look at the highlights, they flowing to wherever Saquon going.
Yep.
AJ. Now, everybody want to talk about Hurts throwing the ball. Man, he done hit AJ right at the 1 yard line. So
beautiful back shoulder throw.
AJ, he dropped the pass. I still see people talking about the pass game. One, it was damn snowing, and people want to make it seem like because somebody said this to me, like in person. They was like, damn, how the hell the Rams was throwing the ball that good? And the Philly team, we supposed to be able to play in the snow. I said, when the hell they was throwing the ball good? I said, if you go back and look at the game, they had a bunch of turnovers, and they didn't start throwing the ball good until the last two drives.
Until they had to.
Exactly. So if you go back and look at the rest of the game, they wasn't playing well. So I'm like, bro, y'all letting these last two drives stick in y'all brain as if the Rams was throwing the ball good. When?
And we wasn't.
What the hell, damn? When? The last two drives, that's it.
But here go some things that could have changed the whole game. All right, so one you mentioned, the big drop by AJ at the 1. That would have put us at the 1. 9 times out of 10 we would score that touchdown. AJ also had another big drop for a first down that we ended up having to punt on. I don't know if we punted or kicked the field goal. But then Smitty dropped one where he got smashed.
Yeah.
Then, we hit a big time screen to Goddard. That was at the 1, but that got called back. So, we convert on them. And what we talked about earlier when Rodgers had returned it to the 10 or whatever, we make that to the 1, but it got called back and we kick a field goal. Yeah. We convert. That's 21 points right there.
Yeah, I think
just off of that.
On that play with Isaiah Rodgers, we should have sneaked on the first try.
Facts.
Instead of trying to give it to Saquon, just sneak. But I think
I don't know if we was that close. I don't know if we was close enough to sneak.
No, I'm saying
first down.
I'm saying when Isaiah Rodgers first got the ball, and when he first ran out of bounds, we wasn't close. But we handed it to Saquon, he got it to the 1.
Right.
And on the very next play, we didn't sneak it. We tried to give it to Saquon again.
I think at that point, at that point, Hurts was hurt.
Yeah, he
I
was
think,
hurt.
yeah.
But
I
why
think
you
that
gonna
was a
try to
big
sneak it
reason.
on fourth? He ain't no more hurt than if we would try to sneak it
That's a
later
fact.
on when
That's a
Lane
fact.
jumped. So why you didn't sneak it? That's what I'm saying. So the
Yeah.
fact that they tried to sneak it again, see, I didn't know he tried to sneak it until you just told me. Like
Yeah.
when I seen we handed to Saquon, like I said, I seen we handed to Saquon, he got to the one. Then I seen we tried to hand it to Saquon again. They stopped him like as soon as he got the ball. So I didn't know what happened after that. But in my mind, I already knew when we didn't sneak it that the first time when we was right there at the one, I was like, they probably ain't doing it because Hurts hurt and we in the snow. So now that you telling me that they did try to sneak it, but we jumped outside. Now in my brain, I'm thinking like, well, when we first got to the one instead of
Why
getting
we didn't do it then? Yeah.
we should have just went ahead and sneaked it right there because that's our game.
Yeah.
So damn, that's what should have happened, and we would have scored right there. But so the AJ dropped. So boom, the deep ball AJ dropped. So when he dropped that and they showed a replay, bro, you got the ball, just fall down. He trying to tuck the ball.
Trying to put it away, yeah.
Bro, why are you trying? It don't even matter in this situation where you put the ball away or not. The name of the game right here is just catch the ball. Just catch the ball.
Catch it and drop in bounds.
You falling down, just catch the ball, and that's it. He catch it, he got it. Then he trying to put it away. Bro, why are you trying to put it away? And you putting it away on the side that the DB on. Just catch the ball where you got it at. Hold on to it tight. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's exactly what he thinking. He was probably, I know when they look back at the film, he was like, I probably shouldn't have tried to put it away. I should have just caught it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other AJ drop. If you go back and look at that, he's surrounded by 3 defenders, but he had enough time to catch the ball
and get down.
If you look the ball in, catch it, just get down. If you go look at a lot of Smith, because Smitty been in them position a lot of times. As soon as he catches them up, he just dropped like a damn sack of potatoes. He do that a lot. Go look at Smitty highlights. Mm-hmm. There's been a bunch of times he about to get smashed, and he same position. Boom, he just catch it, drop, first down. So I don't know what the hell AJ was thinking. So anyway,
and he probably could have just been cold. It was cold as hell out there.
Yeah. I was thinking them boys probably was cold as hell. That too. I was thinking them boys probably was cold as hell. I ain't gonna lie. And then on the Smitty drop,
I can't
like you said, he just got smashed. Like he had the ball. Hurts put it on the money. He caught it, and then Buddy just smashed.
Bang bang.
So it went no way he can catch that because if you look at the hit, he got the ball and the Buddy hit his hands first. Boom, knocked the ball out, and then he hit him right like.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna fault him for that, but a drop is a drop nonetheless.
Yeah, so you can't even he wouldn't have been able to catch that. Like, if he'd have caught that, boy, he would have been hell. But
that also fall on Hurts because that just make it seem like he had this terrible game passing again, which he just been as efficient as he been all year long. But when you combine that with the fact that every other quarterback that played in the divisional round had similar stats.
Yeah.
And they didn't play in the snow.
Right. The only thing I can think of that I didn't like from Hurts. So one, boom. He threw a ball in the end zone to AJ. Yeah. And I was like, because if you look at the play initially, it does kind of look like AJ was open, but the ball would have already needed to be in the air.
He was late.
Yeah. So the ball, like when as you watching the game, as AJ creating that separation, the ball had already needed to be in the air. So when AJ was reaching the end zone, the ball should have met him there. But by the time Hurts threw it, it gave the safety time to get. It gave the corner time to catch up, and it gave the DB time to. And they gave the safety time to get over there. So that could have been an interception. That was the only ball I really didn't like. And the other play I really didn't like was, and some of this was on Hurts, some of this was on the play call and the damn offensive line. But when he took the safety, so he got to already have in his mind, like, I'm in the end zone. I got to get this ball out quick. If they on my ass, I got to throw this bitch in the dirt, something. So, anyway, near receiver, whatever. But anyway, what's his name? Jurgens, the center. Man, he got beat like a boy beat his ass off the line so damn quick. And if you want to talk about the weakest part of the offensive line, it's definitely the centers blocking. Like if you go back and look at the Green Bay game, he got it beat a few times in that damn Green Bay game. They got Jurgens' ass. Like it's only his second year. He ain't got all the Kelsey tricks down yet. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit Kelsey ain't gonna get beat on. So
not consistently.
Nah. And especially not in no clutch situation like at the goal line or something like that. You're not really seeing.
He might hike it over his head, but
yeah,
when it
that's
comes
some
to
shit
protection,
we done got saved from this year. We ain't had no
well, we done had a couple. We ain't had near as much as Kelsey, but we done had a couple.
But Kelsey, he guaranteed by one every other game. But yeah, so matter of fact, I think I remember some early in the season, but I feel like I haven't seen any lately. But and I don't even want to talk about it. We can move on for that. But yeah, so even when he took the sack in the end zone, boom, you see Jerks. I think if Jerks would have even got a piece of Buddy for like a second or two,
he could have got it off because
wasn't
guarded open. Wasn't guarded open on that play.
Yeah, so Goddard was on the block, and then boom, he get off the block. As soon as he get off the block, like Hurts ain't even got time to see him because Buddy like halfway to him. So if he already probably looking over at AJ or what he initially probably would have like read first, by the time he would have got down, got it was like too late because maybe that wasn't his first read, or whatever. So damn, he really didn't have time. So because damn Buddy was on him. Like I said, he beat Jurgens immediately. Like I'm saying, like so if Jurgens would have got a piece of him, 2 seconds, something. It would have gave Hurts probably a little time. He would have seen got it. So I know on the last time we did that, I think we got the ball Saquon and he got that first down. So we should have probably had something similar set up with like boom, we got Saquon on one of them joints, but 9 times out of 10 they gonna cover it that time. But boom, if you got Goddard coming off a block and getting open, you got to have them 2 things going for you. Whatever we can't really have, and then the reason why I say there was a little bit of Hurts, a little bit of the O line, and a little bit of the play calling. Like the other routes was so far down the field and long. Now maybe this is killing Moore's damn thought process because I'm thinking like, why would you have these long ass developing routes? Like you don't got no kind of damn hot routes, no damn short routes that's quick developing. Like maybe in his mind he was thinking the offensive line was gonna hold up. These other wide receivers gonna run all these motherfuckers down the field. So when he catch the ball, he got time to damn get the first down or whatever. Maybe he
is dangerous after the catch.
Huh?
I said, yeah, so, I mean,
that's the only reason why I think you would have some fucking long ass developing routes going way down the field. Maybe he like, bro, all these receivers running these guys off the ball. But you got to think about who you got at quarterback. Sometimes you can't think of the concept. You got to think about who you got at quarterback and who you got down running these hot routes or whatever. So,
and he a little banged up at this point in the game.
Yeah, so damn. He got to be in this situation. He got to be able to get the ball to the running back or the tight end. Whatever. Even if we don't get the damn first down, he got to be able to get the ball off. They got to be able to make something happen. If they can't, we punt the ball off, but we ain't in the fucking end zone. But anyway, there was probably like 2 plays I really didn't like from Hurts. There was some other sacks that Hurts kind of took in the game, but I mean, in situations, I ain't want him to take a sack, but it's kind of like. You know, some of the stats he had to take. The offensive line got stuck, and then some of them it just like the coverage was good. Then he ain't had nowhere to go with the ball. Now could he like threw some of them away? Hell yeah. But
it just ain't what he do.
Yes. And it's been times this year that Hurts can throw the ball away. Like sometimes I don't know. Hurts like when he gonna try to make something happen. Goddamn. But I don't know. It is what it is. Like 9 times out of 10, my dog gonna do what he need to do to win the game. All I know. But anyway, what else I had to say? Burks. So Burks was smacking a little. He was doing a little. He was doing his thing. I don't really have no complaints about Burks play. Only thing I would say about that is you can tell on some of them run plays. Dean would have been in them. He would have been quicker in them damn run gaps, and he would have been more in the backfield. Now, I did see Burks get blocked out a couple runs. He took like the wrong angle on a couple runs. I seen his ass get blocked up on the run, and them is times that we need Dean. But hopefully, you go back and watch the tape. Fangio get him right, and he do the right
Yeah,
thing next
he
time. And
made
I
some plays too. Had a big boy knocked down
think,
on third
oh
down.
yeah, when he smacked him, yeah, he jumped up. Yeah, so it was one
Mhm.
play where I guess he was rushing the pass and he couldn't
Yeah,
get there, and he kind of just stopped, backed up, boom, knocked the ball down. So that's why I say, like, for the most part, he did his thing. Now, it was a
yeah.
couple times I said he kind of didn't run, he just the wrong angle, or he ended up getting blocked. But for the most part, I didn't have no problem with Burks. He was doing his thing.
Mhm.
I just had to mention him because he was out there.
He's a question mark.
And I even seen Fangio say that he had plans to put Trotter in, but he was like, Burks was doing so good, he didn't want to take him out.
Ain't no need. Yeah,
So let me see. What else I had said something about? I think Goddard was doing his thing. I like the way we was feeding Goddard early.
just went
Um,
away from it.
yeah, so I think that's always my bread and butter to the game, man. We gotta feed Goddard, especially if they're gonna be trying to take AJ away, man. Goddard, if they trying to take AJ away, feed Goddard. We need to be doing that anyway, but that should be your second option. Goddard. If you're gonna read AJ first, Goddard need to be your second read. Goddard, then Smitty, goddamn.
It just
Um,
seemed like we so close. It's like we so close to having like a dynamic offense. It's like it be a few plays that keep us from being great.
yeah. That's
We just
why
weren't
I
clicking quite
I,
yet.
I honestly think if Hurts wouldn't have got hurt in that Washington game, we would have been able to continue to build off that Pittsburgh game. Offensively, like throwing the ball. Because I think
Yeah,
a lot of this is um still his first year in Kellen Moore's offense, so he don't know all the, you know what I'm saying? He don't know all the ins and outs of the offense like that. So a lot of times he looking for AJ and he looking for Smitty. Now, the reason why I say that is we need to be incorporating Goddard a lot more, and we need to be incorporating. Now, we only throwing the ball so many times, but
right.
still, we still need to be incorporating Goddard a lot more. We still need to be incorporating Dyson, because Dyson be getting open, man. He be getting open. Like I know a lot of his plays is probably like not designed to go to him. It's designed for him to do whatever,
Be a
whether
decoy.
it's blocking or running somebody off the ball or clearing some out for somebody else. It's a lot of times where Goddard is. Dyson is open, and stuff like that. So I actually, when we get into the Washington game, I actually think he need to be featured more in the offense. We need to feed Dotson in that game because I just think he's gonna be open. They're gonna key in on AJ because if I'm watching it, I'm looking at the Green Bay game and I'm looking at the Rams game. He ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at them like, yeah, he really just looking at AJ. He trying to go to Smitty. Nah, we ain't gonna leave the other dudes open, but we got to take his first reads away. If we focus on boom, running down, stop Saquon, and then when he gotta throw it, we taking away AJ and Smitty as the first two options. What's the chances he probably gonna hit Dotson or Goddard? So I'm taking my chances with going one-on-one with Goddard and Dotson if they on the field and just trying to double AJ and Smitty or put us in the coverage where I'm gonna have guys, underneath those routes and on top of them routes or whatever. So if I'm them, that's what I'm doing. But if I'm Philly, I'm looking at it take like we gotta take this a game where we gotta feed Goddard and we gotta feed Dotson because they ain't gonna be expecting that. And these guys, if you looking at the tape, they should be able to see them open too. Kellen Moore need to be coaching this in a way where like, hey, look at this Hurts. Hey, blah blah blah. We get this, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't even gonna be expecting it or whatever. Just you gotta trust Dotson. You gotta trust Goddard that they gonna do what they gonna do.
We
We know that
also we also need to work. We need to work in some of that Steichen offense, man, when it comes to like the run pass options, because it's got to be open. We've been doing so well with Saquon in the backfield that his presence alone in the backfield, like you said, just gonna garner attention. And you got to respect the run that he been on in the playoffs alone. So even if it's just like the same formation that he been using when we breaking these 60, 50, 70-yard runs off and just pass off of them. it's got something got to shake.
Right. And I think I don't know how much of that is like stuff they already got in the playbook. I know some of it got to be, but I think that's gonna be the beauty of winning this game and having that bye week, and
Them
then
two
we
weeks,
go to
them
the
2 weeks will
Super Bowl.
be clutch.
Yeah, so I think that'll be, and then like especially everybody healthy, boom. Now the coaches get to do what they do on their bye week, and I think they're like, I think the same thing that helped us kind of hurt us probably in the past games. Like if we would have had a little bit of a later bye week, some of the stuff we might be seeing or whatever. But the fact that we had an early bye week and we went on a 10-game
But
run or
that
whatever.
was clutch though.
Yeah,
That week 5 bye week, we needed that one too.
yeah, we needed it. We needed it. Like I said, I think a lot of stuff that we want to see from the offense, we keep killing more. We'll see it next year. We'll see the run game and the pass game kind of looking exactly like how most people want to see it.
Yeah.
We all want to see it that way, but at the same time, we win the game. So I'm personally not complaining about it. But what I'm saying is the offense that people think they want to be, because a lot of people look at the people and personnel that we got, and they think, the offense should look like this. It ain't that. It ain't that simple. It ain't necessarily that easy. And then a lot of people want to say, I seen somebody say, "Boom, when Kenny Pickett got in, they made him look like the way he was throwing the
That
ball
was
and
a different
whatever."
offense.
There was like the way he was throwing the ball and whatever. He looked like he should have been, I don't know, all pro quarter. But what I'm trying to explain to them is like there was one game.
Right.
There was one game, and if
against a weak ass defense.
And not even just that, like it was that too, but it's different when you the starting quarterback for a whole season, and now the defenses are game planning for you. Like they game planning for Hurts going into a Kenny Pickett game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't know what to expect out of him or whatever. So if they
you had motherfuckers saying that we should start McKee after one game against the Giants in week 18.
Yeah, that's how people be. And then as soon as he get in and mess it up,
one pick six, get him out of there.
Yeah, they're gonna be complaining about him. A lot of people just most people don't know shit about football. But look,
facts, though.
What else I was gonna talk about? That might be it. Let me see. Do I have any else thing? Man, CJ motherfucking GJ. That damn third down when he came up and got damn smacked the running back. Oh my God. I was so damn hyped. Because I was like, damn, we gotta stop on this third down. Man, CJ came out of nowhere. Wow! I was like, hey, he ain't damn doing that little damn. He tried to wrap him up. He didn't wrap him up, but he tried to. Had he just came in like that, buddy, because it bounced off for a spunt and been gone. But he tried to wrap him up, yes, buddy up, and boom, he was on the ground. So man, and there was a couple plays he was in there making. And I think that's one of the reasons why we ended up losing the Washington game. CJ GJ out. Now he might have that pass when they got maybe they don't even get down the field too. If they do in the same play in the end zone, maybe CJ GJ picked that off.
Pick that shit
you know what I'm saying?
Or at least knock it down.
Yep. So
Bond continue his defensive player of the year campaign.
He done smacked something in the back of the field too. He done got somebody in the back. Man, Nolan Smith. Oh my God, my dog Nolan. Nolan was all over
playoff sack.
Man, he done created a fumble. He all over the place. I'm just liking the fact that like the defensive line getting to the point where like, all right, you want to double Carter? Goddamn Milton Williams gonna eat, a Jomo gonna eat, Sweat, damn Nolan gonna make you pay on the edge. Man, I'm looking at the boys out there running games and stunts, huh?
I said, and it's getting their confidence up. I think that's a huge part of the pass rush game. Is like when we was able to get our sacks up on the Giants and the Browns and all them, even though we wasn't playing like top tier offenses, like them boys was getting their confidence up and seeing that they could do it. I just hate that Huff got hurt because he was in that rotation of getting his confidence up, and I think his confidence shot right now.
Yeah, I think he was too, because he was starting to make
He was
plays
starting to
and
cook.
started to get comfortable in the defense. Because people got to understand, Huff's coming from a whole different type of defensive scheme. So a lot of times people got to understand that play a part. Like they think it's no way that Huff was balling out in the Jets and he come over here and he not.
And
So you
sorry.
got to understand, like he ain't forget how to play football.
Right.
He ain't just get sorry. It's the scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So people understand sometimes players take time to get comfortable in certain schemes. It might take a half a season. It might take a full season. Now, what I was seeing from Huff, like right before he got hurt, he was starting to make a good bit of plays. And I think like had he not got hurt, he would have been, he would have came on too. But now that he got hurt and came back, it's kind of like he gonna be playing different. Because even if you look at Fangio, last press conference, he was talking about Isaiah Rodgers like that. He was like, the reason why, because somebody was like, why Ringo didn't go in on that side and Isaiah went in. He was like, well, Isaiah always been the next cornerback in, whether regardless of side, which side it was on. He basically was saying like Isaiah was playing so good in camp that he was going to be the starter, and the only reason why he wasn't was because he was like, man, Isaiah was making a lot of plays and camp and stuff
You
like
took
that.
the spot, man.
Yeah, and he was basically saying that the only reason why he didn't end up being a starter was when he hurt his hand and Quinion went in. He said when Isaiah first was coming back, he wasn't playing at the same level. Like he had to get back. You know what I'm saying? He said it took him a while to get back up the form. He was like, now Isaiah kind of back. He said Isaiah back to where he was in camp. So now, he gonna always go in. But he basically was saying like, you got full confidence in him because he seen what he was doing all camp. And he was basically just saying every time he get in, he always, making a play or whatever. So, and then like we saw in that first Green Bay game, the way Quinion played, it was like, and then I don't even think Isaiah was ready to even come back that next game. So it was like by the time Isaiah was ready to come back, it's like Quinion already established that he good enough to hold it down. So I can't just throw Isaiah in and Quinion doing his thing. That might throw Isaiah development off. I mean, that might throw Quinion development off and his confidence or whatever. So it's like, boom, I might as well keep young boy in because he can be starting next year anyway, and he holding it down. So it was like no reason to take him out. But anyway, yeah, man, doggone Nolan Smith was balling, CJ was balling. It was another play where doggone, so that the third down that CJ stopped was another one. Sweat came through. Bow! Smack Buddy in the. I was like, oh, we killing him. It was a few third downs, like we got them boys out the field doing that. I was like, yeah, them boys out there handling business.
This is what championship defense look like.
What?
We lose this game last year.
Yeah. And then what's buddy name? The Rook. What is it, Hunt?
Yeah, Jalen Hunt. He got him a big boy sack.
Yeah, he got him a nice little sack. He worked for that sack too. So he just stayed in the play, didn't give up. Boom, got him the sack. Man, look, any of these, like none of this going on their regular season stuff, but this is clutch moments that I would rather get these sacks and not. I wouldn't rather get them. If you didn't get them in the regular season, but now you're racking up in the postseason, come on, this getting you to where you want to be. So this get his confidence up. Jalen's confidence. All Jomo, he got the ball, and these boys all over these lines, man. So
they're growing up right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, man. These boys is balling, man. So I don't really got nothing to say out of that. After that, I just O-line gotta tighten up, man. Especially for this last game. We gotta tighten up on the run blocking as far as communication, knowing who gonna block, who gonna pull, who you blocking. We can't have none of that going on. And for this for the pass game, man, we can't be missing pass communication, man. We can't be giving up the wrong guy, thinking somebody else about to get him. Use your eyes. There was one play where Mekhi Becton looked right at the damn dude. He looked right at him and went to go hit fucking Jurgens on the block, and the nigga got right to Hurts. How you looking at the guy?
That be pissing me off.
You can see Jurgens already got his dude hemmed up, and this guy running scot-free. Now, doggone Lane Johnson trying to slide over get this block, and now his guy he supposed to have going free. Because I mean, if you on the line, you got to take the inside guy.
Right.
So he got to let the outside guy go because you don't want that pressure coming up the middle. So they're gonna always block the inside guy. But now that Lane, he can't slide over, block your guy, and get back to his guy. So Hurts ended up getting sacked on that play. But man, we got to get that communication down, man, for this last game. Because I want to see what these boys do coming out of this bye week. We might go to the Super Bowl. Now, I said I wasn't gonna say no more blowouts, but we might go to the Super Bowl and blow whoever in that motherfucker out. Now, if it's Kansas City, it might be a little bit different. But if we got to play the Bills, I feel like we gotta beat out the Bills, man.
Hey, maybe, but this was a good win, man. That was a good ball. That was a good team we played in the Rams. They even though they was young on defense, like obviously they brought the pressure. They got to hurt 7 times, 7 bags. And you know, because of the weather, that helped them hold up on the back end. They just couldn't. Ultimately, they just really couldn't stop Saquon, and that was the game.
Yep.
Defense did enough. 2 huge turnovers. 2 huge fumbles. A bunch of 3 and outs, especially in the second half. Jalen Carter, man, he everything that we thought he was gonna be. He deserving of every accolade that he gonna get on this run. So, I think this might be one of our best wins of the season so far. And you know, we just building the resume.
Yeah, and the fact that we that last game of the season when Saquon could have broke the record, it's like from that point on, I'm like, bro, we gotta at least get to the Super Bowl. You can't stop him from getting that record and then don't get to the Super Bowl. You lose any of these playoffs games leading up to that motherfucker. So we gotta get to the Super Bowl. We can talk about winning the Super Bowl after we get there. You gotta get in it first, then we talk about winning. So we gotta get to the Super Bowl, man. We damn sure can't lose to Washington. But yeah, D line been balling, man. The back end been doing their thing. We have a clean game. We have a clean, like no clean weather game. Sunday, we're gonna go ahead and handle business, man.
Yeah, so, we're gonna talk more about this Washington matchup in the next video.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's all I got for. This game, man. Shout out to the whole defense, man.
NFC Championship, baby.
You got a game ball?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give my game ball. I gotta give it to Jalen Carter, man. He just had one of them games. It was one of them games where we needed everything we got from the first set was hell because him and just the whole connection that him and Nolan got where he must have heard the coverage was gonna go the other way from the offensive lineman. So he called a TE stunt, get home, lift Stafford in the air. I think that was a third down sack, huge. Then we get the ball back. Saquon busted for a big play down the sideline, and then you know when we get the safety, we get a safety up. He come out there, punch the ball out of Kyron Williams' hand. We get that return. It could have been a touchdown, but we end up kicking. But you know, just for us to have points, we put points up on the board. That was the main thing. So. And then, you know, last drive, gotta have it on this drive. What'd he do? He go out there, get a big boy sack on third down, knock him out of field goal range. I mean, they weren't gonna kick the field goal anyway, but just made it harder for him to convert. And I believe he got pressure on the fourth down too to cause the incompletion. You on mute. I believe our last defensive snap.
Yeah,
he caused the pressure to make Stafford throw it out of bounds. So I mean, without Carter, and his contributions, we don't win this game. So yeah,
he actually smacked Stafford like soon as he got there, because like it was like a bang bang type play, and then they trying to make it seem like he hit Stafford. No, he hit him as soon as he was releasing the ball. Like, because at first I didn't see it, but then when I went back and watched the replay, I was like, because at first I didn't give a damn because we had already won the game. But when I was looking at the replays later on like social media or something, I was like, let me look at this damn play. So I looked. Because I was like, they keep trying to say like Jalen Carter hit Buddy late. So I went back and looked at it, and I was like, he didn't hit him late. Like he hit him normal, like when they don't call a pass interference. I mean, they don't call a roughing the passer.
Yeah. So that was that's my game ball. Man. He was too much of a game wrecker in this game for me not to.
Man, that's what we needed him to be. Saquon, I don't know. So when it was the second run that Saquon broke off in the snow, man, I kid you not. I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm not even thinking that particular play, but I'm just thinking like, it ain't no way they gonna let Saquon break off another big run. Like that's probably over with for the game. I'm surprised he got the one.
Yeah,
he broke that second one off. I was like, bro, it ain't no way. Ain't no way he took this to the crib. Like again, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like when he broke that second down, I was like, at that point, I was like, bro, this gotta be game right here. Now, I knew they could go score again, and then we'd be playing that damn weak-ass defense when it be at the end of the game. Man, stop playing that. We let them drive down the field, bro. Come on.
I hate that prevent.
I watched the guys. We playing that weak-ass defense.
Mm-hmm. Man, that was clutch. That was supposed to. I mean, ultimately, that ended up putting the game away for us.
Yeah.
But he just.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Oh my God. I can't believe we almost went through. Oh, I'm glad we didn't end this. I can't believe we always went through this whole thing without me damn saying this. Jake Elliott, cut the shit. Cut the shit. What the? Hey, Jake, I've been saving your ass all season. This is my first time saying something. Jake Elliott, cut the shit, man. Hey, god damn. If we can make them two damn fucking extra points, we wouldn't even have been in that position. Cut the shit. Why you kicking field goals in the snow and missing extra points? The fuck is he doing on the sideline, man? The hell you missing extra points, but you making field goals?
Hey, they was clutch though.
It was clutch.
Every point really was clutch.
That was my first time, like all season. They been like, "You worried about Jay Elliott?" I'm like, "Nah, we'll be straight. He'll be good." Man, that was the first game I was like, "Man, fuck this nigga Jake Elliott, man." For real. That's the first time I feel like everybody.
I didn't start calling him Shaky Jake. He gotta earn the mate back, boy.
Damn Shaky Jake, goddamn. Man, bro, you better not cost us no game, goddamn.
Facts. That just means we already know what it's gonna take. So we just need to put ourselves in the position
where that shit don't matter.
Yeah, especially against Washington. We might not have a choice in the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, I want to win this motherfucker, but damn, if it's on some Jake Elliott shit, fuck it. But this game against Washington, oh hell nah. Like if we'd have been playing Detroit, it is what it is. But Washington, hell nah, bro. Jake, clean this shit up. And then look, you know, I always watch like the press conferences and stuff, like when they talk to the coordinators. I don't never watch the special team shit. I'm watching special team shit. Now they need me or something. It's my fault, maybe. I ain't watching the special teams. They like, this nigga don't even get football guys like, he don't care about the special teams. We don't care about the special. Well, I'm watching I'm watching them. I forgot the special teams coach name, but the black dude. I'm watching his ass every time they drop a special team. He got one on here now. I was watching it yesterday. I ain't finished it. I'm gonna watch his shit, clean it, and then he talking about what happened was Jake. He was like, Saquon had scored so quick because he was like, most of the drives we driving down the field, and then Jake get into his routine of like the closer we get, he doing X, Y, and Z. He was like, well, Saquon broke off the runs or whatever. Jake wasn't even in his routine or whatever. So, and then of course it's cold out there, it's snowing or whatever. So he just run out there and kick the field goal. So he was like, if you look at it, he kind of he kicked them too quick. And so he was like, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z this week or whatever. And I get to see the rest of it. But damn, I don't give a what the reason was. Clean this shit up, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
If you gotta be kicking balls on the sideline the whole damn game getting ready, that's what you need to do.
Hey, damn, but we do need to shout him out because he been doing a phenomenal job on kickoff, putting that bitch in the end zone like it should have been all year long.
Yeah, we definitely need that in this Washington game. Don't kick damn Eckler, damn. I don't know if he returning balls again.
Whoever back there, goddamn.
Or whoever, yeah, kick that shit out the back of the end zone. Act like goddamn Turpin back there.
It was, matter of fact, it was what you call it, brother, that kept fucking us up. McCaffrey. He the one that kept in that second game that kept returning it to damn near the 40 or the 50.
Yeah. So
hey, Gainwell had a nice return. Honorable mention. Gainwell been having a good season. Like he just been overshadowed by Saquon. But he been having a solid season.
There's been a lot of people in the media mentioning like how good of a like 1-2 punch they is. But
he just been overshadowed by Saquon, but by no means is he having a bad season.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that be the end of the day. I just popped into my head. I believe, and I had took some notes. I didn't put Jake Elliott's name on here. Let me see. I probably was overlooking it.
Jake's name ain't on there.
Nah, it ain't on there.
I guarantee it ain't on there.
Nah, it ain't on there. But I remember when I was putting my notes down, I thought about Jake Elliott. Probably didn't write it down. I probably something else probably popped into my head because I got everything on here I talked about except then Jake Elliott. That's why I forgot. But man, Jake, clean that up. Come on, man. Tighten up. I'm watching special teams this week. If y'all need me, I'm there. It's my fault, maybe. I ain't been giving y'all enough attention. I ain't been watching the special team stuff. But hey, look, I'm here this week. So with that being said, man, that's the Down South Philly show. We about to get out of here, man. Hit that bell icon, hit the like, drop some in the comment section, man. Tell us how you feel about the games, all that good stuff, man. And we out of here, man. Peace.